Close your eyes. Feel the pulse in your chest, the rhythm of life moving through you. The breath you take is not yours alone. It is the echo of all who came before. Every beat of your heart is a ripple in the great ocean of existence, where the tides of emotion shape the world. But what if emotion is not just feeling? What if it is the very fabric of creation itself? From the depths of silence, a sound emerges. A hum, a whisper, a vibration in the unseen. Before there was form, before there was light, there was movement, waves rippling through the void, carrying the first breath of existence. This was the first emotion, the longing of the infinite to become. The winds howled through the sacred valley, carrying the voices of the ancestors, voices not spoken but felt. Fire crackled in the night, flickering shadows against the great stones, its dance a reminder of something deeper, something that had always been. And beneath it all, the steady drum of the earth, the pulse, the rhythm, the unseen force that bound all things. Emotion. It was the first language of the cosmos, the unspoken song that shaped the stars, the tides, the breath of the living world. And yet, for those who walked upon the earth, emotion had become a burden, a chain, a conflict. Some sought to escape it, believing that without it, they would find peace. Others drowned in its depths, unable to rise above its storms. And so, a question arose in the heart of a seeker. If emotion brings so much turmoil, why do we carry it? A voice, as old as time, answered from the fire's glow. Because you are not separate from it. Emotion is not something you possess. It is what you are. Emotion is not chaos. It is the pulse of creation, the unseen current that moves all things. The seeker watched the flames rise and fall, listening as the voice wove a tale older than memory. In the beginning, the wave emerged from the void. It stretched, bent, folded, becoming light and darkness, heat and cold, motion and stillness. From this rhythm, all things were born. Emotion is this wave. It is the movement of the soul. The seeker felt the truth of these words, not in the mind, but in the body. Every inhale, every exhale, every trembling moment of joy or sorrow, it was the same energy that had once birthed the stars. But why then does emotion bring suffering? The fire whispered again. Because you resist it. You try to grasp it, control it, escape it. But emotion is not meant to be owned. It is meant to be lived. A sudden gust of wind sent sparks into the night sky. The seeker watched them rise, swirling, vanishing into the vast unknown. And in that moment, a truth was revealed. Emotion is not an enemy, nor a weakness. It is a map, a guide, a sacred path. But when fear takes hold, when wounds go unhealed, the path becomes twisted, the map unreadable. This is how belief is born, the voice said, not in the mind, but in the flesh. The body remembers, the heart remembers. What is repeated becomes a pattern, a structure, a wall. And soon, emotion is no longer a river. It is a dam, a prison. The seeker saw it then, how the world was shaped by these unseen barriers, how each person carried an invisible shield, forged from their pain, their past, their deepest fears. And yet, there was another way. To be free is not to destroy the shield, but to transform it into a gate. Emotion is not meant to be controlled. It is meant to be understood, embraced, set in motion. Like the river that carves through stone, like the wind that shapes the mountain, emotion is the force that carries all things forward. The seeker placed a hand over the heart, feeling the steady drumbeat within. The fire flickered, the wind stirred, the earth hummed beneath their feet. Everything was connected, everything was moving, and for the first time, the seeker did not resist. They let the emotion flow, and in that moment, they became the river, the fire, the wind, not separate, not burdened, but whole. The path continues. The journey does not end here. The next step awaits. If you are ready, come forward and listen.